In this problem, we will solve economic dispatch or economic scheduling when losses are considered. So here the generator limits are neglected. Coming to this particular topic, I'll be solving two types of problem. One in which we will compute the initial estimate of lambda using this expression, and second one will be we'll just assume the value of lambda to some random value. Fine. So coming to the problem statement, the fuel input of two plants is F1 equal to this expression, F2 is equal to this expression. So this is A value, B value and C value. Similarly for F2, this is A2, B2 and C2. So determine the economic schedule to meet a demand of 150 megawatt and the corresponding cost. Corresponding cost is nothing but when you find out the power output value, you will substitute here, you will get the total cost. So the transmission loss expression is given. So from this expression we need to identify the coefficients. So the coefficient of Pg1 square will be B11, coefficient of Pg2 square will be B22, and the coefficient of Pg1 into Pg2, sorry, 2 into Pg1 into Pg2 will be B12. Okay, so first step is initial value of the lambda, that is lambda 1 we have to calculate. See, this particular expression, it is not mandatory that you have to go for this expression. You can simply start with any value of a lambda value. Okay, you can just take a lambda value equal to 10, 9, 8, something which is nearer to B values. So you can go for the assumption of lambda value, or you can have this expression to calculate the value of lambda 1. So either way is fine. So the next second approach, that is assumption, we will do it in the next problem. Clear? So using this expression, this is the expression we had used for calculating the lambda value when losses were neglected. That is the first derivation. So using this expression, I will be calculating lambda 1 and I get it around 11.82 rupees per megawatt hour. So I have just substituted the value B1 divided by 2C1 plus B2 divided by 2C2 plus PD, that is 150, divided by 1 by 2C1 plus 1 by 2C2. So I get 11.82 rupees per megawatt hour. So using this lambda 1, I'll calculate Pg1 of 0, Pg2 of 0. They are not the power output for the first iteration, they are the power output for the 0th iteration. Okay, so before starting with the first iteration, we need a approximate value of the power output, so that we will calculate using this expression. Again, this expression we have derived from the neglecting losses derivation. So that is the expression lambda minus bi divided by 2ci. So this gives us the 0th iteration value. They are not first iteration value. First iteration value is yet to be calculated. These are only the 0th iteration value. So substituting the lambda 1 value, I get Pg1 of 0 equal to this and Pg2 of 0 is equal to 66.6 megawatt. Now from this loss expression, we have identified B11, B22 and B12. So here there is negative sign, so you have to consider this negative sign. So then B12 will be equal to minus 0.0002. Okay, so now the first iteration will start. So this is the expression for first iteration. Clear? So Pg1 of 1 will be equal to lambda of 1 minus lambda of 1 into summation j equal to 1 to 2 to bij pgj. So here there are two generating units. So j equal to 1 to 2 and j not equal to I. So you will have only one term here, that is B12. Okay, so because we will be excluding that ith unit power output. So this is my expression, 2 into B12 Pg2 of 0. Okay, why we are considering 0? Because Pg2 of 1 is not yet computed. We need some initial estimate, so that is the reason why we had calculated these values, because we need it for first iteration values. So when I substitute j equal to 1 to 2 to bij pgj of r, so j not equal to I. So j equal to 1. J equal to 1 I cannot take because 1 is equal to I. So that entry I cannot take. So I'll go for j equal to 2. So then I have 2b12 plus, sorry, 2b12 into pg2 of 0. So this is what I get here, minus b1 divided by 2c1 plus lambda of 1 b11. So when I substitute all the values, necessary values, so this is the pg1 of 1 I get. Next, pg2 of 1. So here in this expression, now I'll substitute I equal to 2. So when I simplify, I get lambda 1 minus lambda 1 into 2b12 pg1 of 1 minus b2 divided by 2c2 plus lambda 1 b22. Now I have taken pg1 of 1, that is whatever I have calculated here, the same value can be taken because you have to use always the latest value. So pg of 1 is used because it is already computed. So I'll use that. You cannot, you should not take pg1 of 0. You can't take pg1 of 0 because pg1 of 1 is already computed. Okay, had it not been computed, then you could have used pg1 of 0. So use pg1 of 1, substitute here and get this value. So you get around 19.206 megawatt. So this becomes the first iteration. Now from there I'll calculate p loss. So this is the expression for p loss. So I'll substitute whatever values I have got here. So this pg1 and pg2 will be substituted in this expression and I'll calculate the p loss and I get p loss around 2.296 megawatt. Next is we have to calculate dpg1 by d lambda, dpg2 by d lambda. So this is the expression for that. See, this is nothing but when you differentiate this with respect to lambda, this is the resulting expression. So c1 plus b1 b11 minus 2c1 b12 pg2 of 1. So pg2 of 1 is nothing but whatever the first iteration values we have computed. Clear? So next one I have, I'll substitute the corresponding values and I get dpg1 by d lambda is equal to 22.489 and dpg2 by d lambda I'll get 15.146. So I'll substitute, okay, now first next step is to calculate delta p of 1. So this is the expression. So I'll get delta p of 1 around 89.59 megawatt. And then we have to calculate delta lambda to update the value of lambda. So this is the expression, delta p of 1 minus dpg1 of 1 by d lambda plus dpg2 of 1 by d lambda. So I'll get around 2.380. So this is this much amount of lambda value has to be added to the first estimate. So I'll update my lambda 1 value. So I'll get lambda of 2, that is the next iteration lambda value equal to 14.20. Okay, sorry, this page is repeated. So now we will start with this second iteration. So coming to the second iteration, again we will calculate pg1 and pg2 for the second iteration. So when I substitute, everything is same, only thing is lambda value is updated. So the lambda value is updated. So when I substitute here, I get 86.1 megawatt. Similarly, for pg2 of 2, I get 53.84 megawatt. Then I'll be calculating p loss of 2, which I get around 11.262 megawatt, and pg1 of 2, dpg1 by d lambda of 2 and dpg2 of d lambda of 2. So I get around 18.207 and 11.436. So next I'll calculate delta p and delta lambda corresponding value is calculated and I get around 0.72. So for the second iteration I'll be calculating this value. Fine. So now so similarly for third, we'll start with the third iteration and we will use this expression. We will use this expression to calculate the pg1 of 3, pg2 of 3. Okay, and then we will calculate p loss. So corresponding delta p value is calculated Okay, and we have seen that delta P of 3 is around 0.2 megawatt, which is approximately equal to 0. So we will take third iteration as the final one. So these are the final value of the power output. So my economic scheduled power output is PG1 should be 103.07 megawatt and PG2 is 63.12 megawatt. This is the final answer. Now the next we need to calculate the cost. For that, whatever final value of PG1 and PG2 we have calculated, we will substitute it in this expression F1 and F2. So and I'll get F1 value, F2 value. So sum of that will give us the total cost. So total cost will be nothing but sum of these two values. This is how this problem will be solved. Thank you.